এত আগে কারা? আমিরুল ভাই, good to see you. By the way, Manuj, I had no idea. I see a lot of people are actually joining from Toronto. We have like a pretty large
Oh,
community here in Canada. I saw like at least,
oh, really? That's awesome. That's
yeah,
great.
I think I tracked 10, 15 plus from Canada so far. And I think
Oh,
also like
wow. Okay.
5 or 6 from the US and some from German. We are distributed.
Nice. Well, that's the whole point of SEO to connect all the SEO and AI to connect all the people around the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we build a large enough community, maybe we can have like a in-person meetup in Toronto or Vancouver.
Yeah, I think we can do that in Toronto because there are a lot of students in marketing, digital marketing, and even though wherever they are working, it doesn't matter. They always want like
Yeah,
a second
exactly.
income.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
freelancing
Absolutely.
like seems like perfect for them.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I see one of my favorite person, Farzana Kea, in the call. She used to be our team member at MonsterClaw. Then she
Okay.
found a better job and
That's good. That's
happy
good.
for her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, you there? Hey, Kea.
Hi, Bhaiya. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. So Kea used to be an first a writer at MonsterClaw. Then she became SEO executive. Then she became senior. Now she's on a different company. It's a very large company in our country called Bicroy. So now she's trending to be like a CMO.
Oh, wow. Nice, nice, nice.
Yeah, very happy for her progress.
So you are the kingmaker
No, no.
Yeah, he
or,
is.
or queen maker.
I also see Mirajuddin Ghazi. I'm not sure if he's from Kolkata. My Miraj bhai.
Hello, Vaya. How are you?
Ah, hi. I'm fine. How are you there?
I'm doing good. Nice
Yeah,
to see you on call.
yeah, you're from India, right?
Yes, I'm from India, Delhi,
Miraj
India.
bhai, yeah. I also have my IT guy, Polish Rahman. So he's like one of my misery in my life. So I love him so much. So we worked for 7 years together. Then he left me. So I'm still trying to get him back.
Well, maybe this conversation will help.
Yeah.
With you, man.
Once I
I,
think once I convert you to AI fully, and then what people realize what you're doing, then they will all come back to you. I can tell you that.
it's hard, Manoj. The market is super hard. Like, and I don't mind. Like, see, my people are, I would say, some of the best talented out there, and they deserve to have the word. So, what happens? Like, I'm a business, so I have to have some profit. So, but like, they can make the most money, so I don't mind.
No, no, I know, but okay, we'll talk about all this because the economics are shifting so rapidly that even large companies who don't move fast, they will not be able to compete. So much is happening.
I have been playing with my AI twin from last night, so I got a new domain. It's for
Hmm.
like I'm a gamer, so I got a new domain for gaming, and I was like playing with it. And it's like a tech plus gaming niche. So I was able to generate like the whole business plan for SEO, the strategy, the content, everything. I think altogether, like for a 1 year plan, it took me like 30 to 40 minutes. And I'm
Hmm.
surprised the
Exactly.
plan is so good.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. most people will not be able to, like, put it all together and do it and all that. So
Manoj,
yeah, it's
we have already 100 plus people joined. Like, so let's wait 5 more minutes because I see the registration is like 370 plus. So give it like five more
yeah,
minutes and then we can start.
sounds good, sounds good. There's a question about ICP and buyer persona.
Yeah. Which points we have to maintain when we make ICP. So uh, I'll take that. So ICP basically ties with you, right? So if you see your friend is making good money from another ICP, it doesn't mean it will work for you. ICP has to be very, very personalized and only for you. So which kind of client is ideal for you? You have to think on that. Like, what is your strength? How you can make that client happy? So that would be the right way to start. Look into your own, unique skill set, your strength and all, and then make like a persona out of that. So, you can make this kind of client super happy. But you know what, like maybe next week we can have like one more huddle around like the sales and marketing aspect because I see so many questions. Like we could probably go for like, ICP, buyer persona, Upwork bids and all.
Yeah.
Rakibul Rimon, how is your eye, brother? I had no idea. So Manoj, like we have a guest here, like Rakibul Rimon Bhai. So he was the first one I heard like he had an eye stroke while working at MonsterClaw. I had no
Oh
idea,
my goodness.
people can have eye stroke. So he was not being able to move his eyes because he was using too much, like, screen time. Now he's
Oh
good.
my
So
goodness.
he works like limited hours.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, okay. So do you think AI can help with technical SEO as well? So we will go into all of this, but of course, AI is, think about AI as your super brain. If you can do it with your mind and your brain, then AI can help you. Obviously, it cannot just do everything on its own. You have to use it as a tool.
Sarwar Bhai,
So
how?
we'll go into all of these later as we talk about it.
Yeah. Hey, Sarwar Bhai. Thank you for joining.
Thanks, Vaya.
How are you,
Nice
Bhai?
to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, yeah, after a long time.
Manuj, Sarwar Bhai owns like one of the largest WordPress plugin company called the GS Plugins. He have so many like top shot plugins for WordPress. But
I
Sarar bhai,
see.
I saw you posted a job for hiring like a developer last day. Why not use AI to develop those codes?
Actually, need lead developer for my team because current developer he is sick and our current project is unable to continue. That's why we urgently needed a senior developer. But everything is not possible with AI, you know.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you have like a good budget. So he's looking for a developer for I think almost $1,000 plus a month budget, but it will end up being 1,500 or so. I wonder like what AI can do with that budget, right?
Yes, already getting a few applications. So hopefully we can hire someone.
Yeah.
Of course, hi. Hey, Sonny, hi.
Okay, okay, thank you.
So, Manuj, before we start, I want to give you like an insight on how this huddle works, right? So, this is not a formal thing. This is not like a formal webinar or conference, nothing. So, all of those people are from my community. They all mostly know each other. So, we have these informal discussions where we have just one goal to get the best knowledge out there. That's it. And I have a personal goal here. So, my people always like think inside the box, right? So I want to like have guests like you where I can elevate their thought pattern, like what is possible out there, like so when I see marketers right here on the other side, the way they think is very different the way we think, right? So my goal would be twofold, like one, to help them gather the best knowledge, and two, to give them a new mindset, like a new way of thinking. They can see like a new height, like what is actually
Yeah.
possible, what others are doing, what is like the world is up. Because I want my people to compete at a global level, like to be honest.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely,
I think we
absolutely.
can start. So we have 150 people, I think good to like go. And as more
Okay.
people join later on, they can access the recording, I believe.
Yeah. Let's do that. Let's do that.
Okay.
All
So,
right.
uh,
Go
hello
ahead.
everyone. I'm your host Rifat. So, if you don't know me already, I own a
Oh,
small
you're
company.
frozen, I think.
Yeah, hi guys. So I have a small company called MonsterClaw. So it's a digital marketing agency. And as a part of that like company, like I would say like also like a struggle. I was not being able to find proper people. So I started some initiatives to form communities. And one of them is like the ProSEO community, where I have gathered some of the brightest mind in SEO. So if you see our demographic in the group, we have about 1,400 member. I see 600 plus active, and on 600, at least 50% is C-level or more than 6 years experienced. And like this is like our second huddle, and in this huddle we have a guest, Mr. Manuj Aggarwal, and our today's topic is basically AI and SEO, right? And I will head over to Manuj to properly introduce himself and take on.
Hey guys, very nice to meet you. Rifat and I, we have known each other for almost 6 years now. And finally, so much is happening with AI. So we came together and said, okay, how can we serve the community? A little bit about me, why you should listen to me about AI and all of that. So I have been in the technology industry for about 30 years. And I have helped like a lot of startups build their technology. Two of the startup companies are now public companies, so they are worth about 50 million each one of them. And then we have some clients, large clients like Microsoft, IBM, T-Mobile. These are like multi-billion-dollar Fortune 500 companies, right? And now I have 4 patents in AI. I sit on a board of multiple universities, helping them build their AI curriculum. One of the project technologies that we delivered, it was a patented technology. It got special mentions from President Obama and Bill Gates. So that was an AI platform for education, for higher education industry. So that's a little bit about me. I've done quite a bit with AI for over the past 20 years, and now the whole world is catching up. I think we are just getting started with this AI revolution, and everything that we do in SEO, in content writing, and how Google works, even the search engine landscape is going to change, because I think a lot of new search engines will start to come up. So we will dive into it. I want to like keep it more interactive so that you guys can ask the questions and then I can answer those questions. But I will start by saying a few key things, right? One is that I see a lot of people trying to automate content generation and generate a lot of content and thinking that that will help them. But if you think about it, Google SEO, when Google ranks pages, it's also using AI to rank the page. And so if you use AI to try to work around a very powerful AI, that is not going to work. So if you think about it, let's say I went to Paris and I saw the Mona Lisa painting, the most famous painting in the world, right? So there was a lineup to see that painting. There was a huge lineup, and there's only one that exists in the whole world. But at any corner store, you can find a printout of that Mona Lisa for like 50 cents, right? So what I'm trying to say is, when you automate generating a lot of content, it becomes that Mona Lisa for 50 cents that you can buy anywhere. But if you add a little bit of your originality, of your human experience, of what you know about the topic, then that becomes your Mona Lisa masterpiece. And that is what Google is going to reward moving forward. The real experience, the human experience, that's what is going to be valuable. Does that make sense?
So I have a short question. So like you mean even if we use AI generated content, but if we quote it with our human experience, that's gonna
Yeah.
work better?
Absolutely. Because See, everybody is going to use AI. Like, think about AI as electricity or the internet or, fire. Everybody is going to use AI. We are already using AI. Even jumping on this call is possible only through AI. Yeah. Because there are like 150 people connected from all over the world. How is it happening? Because AI is working in the background. But as Rifat said, we can use AI plus add our experience on it. Now, you may be writing for 10 clients. Somebody may be selling medicine. Somebody may be selling hair products, which I need, I think. Somebody else may be selling something else, right? So now what you need to do is really extract the experience of that person or your experience regarding that product, that medicine, that hair product, whatever that is, and add a little bit of that experience. That becomes unique. And as humans, and try to understand this, like, look at TikTok, for example, look at YouTube. As humans, we want to connect with other human experiences. We want to experience what the other person is experiencing. That is our deepest desire. You understand?
Yeah.
Now, in the past, uh, if we can just share some information, that was enough, because that transfers our knowledge to somebody else. But now with AI, anybody can access that knowledge. Is that making sense?
Yeah.
So if we don't package our experience, the knowledge is not going to help anymore, because AI has made the knowledge almost kind of commodity. Like, anybody can access that knowledge now. So adding that experience, even using AI, will be the key. Yeah.
So, a quick question. So, like that means like knowledge doesn't matter in online anymore because it is like it can be AI generated. So, for example, if I
Yeah.
write like a huge content on how to do SEO, it doesn't matter.
See, here is the thing. The funny thing is that we consider AI to be a technology outside of us, but AI is very, very, very smart in the sense that it picks up very subtle clues. That is this from your personal experience. I only use I use TikTok as an example because the algorithm is very, very good, very strong. If I'm thinking about something, TikTok will show me a video in the next 2 days. Like, I didn't even search for it anywhere or anything like that. It picks up something in my activity online that is say, oh, this guy needs this video. Similarly, when you share something online about SEO, if it is coming from your experience, it will rank. But if you just like take AI and say, hey, can you write me a long article about SEO? Everybody else is going to do the same thing. It's not like Google will not rank it, but as you know, it will compete with 10,000 other articles on the same topic with the same structure. Make sense?
Yeah. So, just like asking you, like, straight. So, what is the right way to use AI to generate content then?
Yeah. So think about AI as almost like a chameleon. Chameleon, that lizard that can take on any color, right?
Yeah.
So first thing you need to do is personalize the AI, meaning create an AI that is your digital twin. It has your experience. It knows about your life story. It knows what language do you use, what kind of vocabulary do you use, and then generate content using that personalized AI, because it will already include your fingerprints. And then when you generate the content, don't just take copy paste and publish it. Do a little bit of editing, add a little bit of your own color as well, so that going back to my previous example, when you create Mona Lisa, you cannot just keep printing. You have to, like, put a little bit brush strokes in it to make it human. And there is one more question, and I think, Rifat, you asked me the same question. um, how can we humanize the content? And I laughed at it because a lot of people are using AI to humanize content. By itself, that sentence is funny. How can we use AI to humanize content? We cannot.
Yeah.
Humans only can humanize the content, right?
But
So you have to think about it.
what about different tools available in the market like that people?
You can do any. See, the thing is now, whatever, whenever a new industry starts to happen, people start to take advantage of whatever opportunities they come up with. Yeah. So they'll say, "Oh, let me humanize the content," but they are using an AI prompt to add some mumbo jumbo in the content, and they say, "Oh, this is humanized content now," right? A human content, your, like for example, your humanity is very different than my humanity. You lived a very different life. I lived a very different life. And Google is basically a broker between two people. Google is only connecting the person who's searching for information and the person who has the information, right? So it's like a matchmaker. Google is a matchmaker. And if we say, oh, the person is going to connect with AI, no, no, Google is very smart. The Google is only going to connect a person with another person, right?
So then how do we use AI to write content, or what would be the right way?
Yeah. So the first thing is you have to understand how to create custom GPTs. So custom GPT, think about AI like a chat GPT platform as a graduate from university, and you hired them, and they have to now learn your business. So the first day they come, they will not know anything, what to do, where, where everything is. You will have to train them, you will have to give them SOPs, you will have to, like, give them a lot of information. So a custom GPT or custom AI is like that, like a trained employee. You have taken the vanilla chat GPT and then you have trained it to do something, and I'm happy to share my screen and show a few things. But once you train it, now you are leaving your fingerprints on that AI. Now it is your personal AI, right? So after that, when you generate content from there, it will already have your fingerprints in the content that is generated. But once again, don't rely on just that aspect. AI is not designed to take away all your work. AI is designed to take 80% to 90% of your work. So just like Sarwar Zaman was saying, they need to hire a developer to create plugins. So we cannot say that AI will create all the plugins, at least not right now. Maybe in 3, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, we will get there. But right now, you still need a human in control.
I was wondering, Manoj, if we can get lucky to see some of your work, or how do you actually do it on those large, like, Fortune 500 projects? I'm just like,
Okay, sure.
trying my chance out
Sure,
here with
sure,
my
sure.
people.
Okay, sure. Let me share my screen. Let me know when you can see it.
We can see it.
You can see it. Okay.
Yeah.
So the
Yes,
very
we can
first
see it.
thing, the very first thing that we do is we create a custom GPT, and you can see my custom GPT. It's called Manuj's Mind. Okay. So I will take you behind the scenes.
So,
So the way that, yeah, go ahead. Do you
so
have a question?
this is your mind, like, you train this AI to think like you, or your human version.
Yeah, exactly. It is like, as I said, uh, okay, so let me go back here. Let me point it out. If I say Chat GPT, write me an article, right? This is plain Chat GPT. You'll see, right? Write me a piece of content on how AI will impact SEO. So it will write it, but you will see that it's very like vanilla, like everybody is going to say the same exact thing,
It's robotic.
right? Robotic, right? So it is not going to rank. It is correct, but it is not going to rank because 10,000 other people are doing the exact same thing. Yeah. Now, when I go to my GPT, what we do is actually, let me show you. So when you click on explore GPTs, there is going to be there is a my GPT, and you can click on this one, create a GPT. Yeah. So that's how you create GPTs. Obviously, I I don't want to go into the details of it. There are many, many videos online, and if people need help, we are willing to provide help on how to create it. But let me go to the core, right? So if I go here, edit. So what I say is you are modeled, a GPT modeled after Manuj Aggarwal, embodying his intelligence, expertise, unique storytelling prowess, blah, blah, blah. So it's all about, I'm telling him that, okay, I have these qualities, right? And not moreover, I upload a whole bunch of my interviews, my documents, my articles, so that it really understands this is how I talk, this is how I write, these are my philosophies in life, right? And moreover, I also upload the customer avatar, that ICP, somebody was talking about ICP. So I upload the ICP document as well, so that when I talk to this GPT, so I will put the same prompt in my GPT. Okay. And you will see, searching my knowledge, it is looking at its own thing that I have uploaded. And now you will see already, even with that little prompt, it is already sharing a little bit of my way of saying things, like bringing in a little bit of storytelling, a little bit of talking about particular products. So it is adding my fingerprint in the content it is generating. But when we add more advanced prompts, it becomes even more powerful. Okay. So
So,
for example, I will say,
sorry, Manuj.
yeah,
So
sorry, go ahead.
let me ask you something. So you
Yeah.
trained the GPT in a way. So now when you put a command, it gives you the result like you would write, right? So it is
Exactly. Yeah.
pretending to be you. So it is doing the
Yeah.
job on behalf of you. So like it is not like an AI, it is rather like a copy of you.
Yes, absolutely. You're right. You're right. Exactly.
So
Yeah.
we do not
And
write the content and then humanize. Rather, we humanize the bot
yeah,
and then use it
exactly.
to write.
Exactly.
Oh, cool.
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. And then the other thing is like, so as we go in more advanced stages of AI, I can share, like, this is a public platform. We can create a personalized private AI for each business. So let's say, you are running an SEO company and you have some secret knowledge that other people don't have, and you don't want to put that on chat GPT. So there are some open source platforms that you can take and put all that knowledge there, but the idea is still the same. Take the AI, make it human, and then use that humanized AI to produce the content. Make sense?
It does.
Yeah.
Guys, question around the content creation.
I have a question. Hi, my name is Sanjay. So if I put all of my previous blogs and content to train my new custom GPT, then it will produce content according to my previous article. I mean,
Correct,
it will
correct,
be
correct.
okay.
Yeah,
So
but here is the thing, guys. Here is the thing. When you put all your previous content, remember what I said, your fingerprints need to be there, your personal stories need to be there. So
yeah,
let's say you wrote a lot of articles on I don't know, maybe cell phones, and now you're writing some stories about some other product. So if you keep uploading the articles about cell phones, uh, custom GPT will start talking like you are a cell phone dealer. Okay.
okay,
You don't want to do that. So what you want to do is upload your stories, your personal story, okay, your life journey. Maybe a little bit about cell phones, maybe a little bit about cosmetics and beauty products, maybe a little bit about internet. So this way the custom GPT will know, oh, Sanjay writes about all these different topics, and this is the way it writes it. Now it becomes very, very it becomes your copy basically. But if you just
okay,
show one aspect of you, then it's only going to learn that Sanjay is only one type of person. Yeah.
okay.
So,
Got it, got it.
so
Thank
it
you.
is like kind of like movies, right? Like we do not only give the script, we also do character development. So
Yeah,
AI
yeah,
needs
yeah,
to have like the unique personality. Like, so we upload the
exactly.
knowledge and also we upload the personality on it so it can talk like us.
Yeah, 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 exactly.
I have a
Manas, I have
question
a
about
question
this.
for you.
Acha,
Yeah,
guys, it will be great if you guys can write the questions on the chat box. So then like
yeah,
we will not forget it and we can go one after one.
yeah. Okay, so yeah, let me just try to take as many questions as I can. Detect. Okay. If AI can't humanize content, can it still detect AI generated content? See, you guys need to understand it is not about detecting AI generated content. Of course, AI can detect, they are putting some smart watermarks in there and all of that. But it will not rank because AI is the Google algorithm is basically it's a it's called ranking. It ranks. Only one person can be at the top. But if everybody is same, how even the dumbest AI algorithm that Google can come up with will know that, oh, okay, these are 10,000 articles, they look the same. I need to look at the unique one. Make sense? So that's what I've been telling you, that AI cannot distinguish between human content and AI content, but it can distinguish between the meaning or the substance of AI generated content, which is the same everywhere. That means human can only humanize the content. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so let me explain this to you. Okay. So I showed a photo of me standing next to Rifat, standing next to a Rolls Royce. Okay, now Rolls Royce, that car costs $500,000, and right next to it there is a Toyota that costs like $20,000. Okay, because every part, every major engine component in Rolls Royce is handmade, and Toyota is made in bulk. Okay. So as humans, we go, let's say you are mostly, let's say you have a wedding to go to, like, a very lavish party. You can buy a ready-made dress for like $100, but if you want a custom dress, you will have to spend maybe $500. So you see, in every aspect of life, we already are aware that when we add our human touch, it costs more. We say, oh, look at this, this is handmade. Oh, this is so expensive because it's handmade. So that's the whole idea behind content as well. Make sense? Now the idea is how much you want to do handmade, how much humanize, how much you want to automate. The more you can humanize, the more value you will have. But obviously, you cannot humanize everything in the age of AI, right? So this is your decision. That's what the whole idea is: how to trick AI, how to use AI to become more human.
So in
Make
my
sense?
yeah, so in my understanding, like, so not only knowledge, so Google will not only reward the knowledge but also like the experience, right, of readers
Experience, yeah,
experience, like that is coming
yeah,
from a human. And it
yeah,
doesn't
exactly.
matter if the person has like given that experience like through writing himself or used an
Yeah.
AI. As long as the
Correct, correct.
experience is unique with the knowledge, it may rank.
Yeah. And also, again, think about it, like, experiences, even if so let's say you're writing about a travel blog, right? And I say, oh, go to Paris, and, these are the steps you need to take to go to Paris. Now that used to work in the past because no, people didn't have knowledge on how to go to Paris and what to see. So when you provide information, you are a valuable source of information. But now AI can answer all those questions. So rather than saying go to Paris, you should say, I went to Paris with my daughter, and we went to Eiffel Tower, and we had there was a guy selling ice cream, and my daughter wanted ice cream, blah, 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 blah. Now that is your unique experience. Nobody else can have that. Make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Hello, Manoj. So I had a question on search generative experience particularly. So as you know, the search generative experience is providing result from the AI perspective. So can we trick our blog, or can we structure our blog so that the search generative experience will feature particularly our blog on the sharps?
Is it possible?
Basically the Gemini like feature, like the AI feature.
Yes.
So that again, that is answering certain questions. See what Gemini's feature is doing is whatever the person is asking, it is looking at its own internal AI platform, because Google's Gemini also has that knowledge. And then it is saying, oh, is there anything supplemental I can add that will enhance the experience of the Google's user? Again, going back to your personal experience, if Google already has the knowledge, let's say we are writing about going to Paris, right? Google already knows how to go to Paris. What are the things you want to experience there? But let's say you add a video, you add a photo, you add something unique that other people cannot have. Google cannot have it. Only you will have it. That is going to start showing up in that panel. Make sense? And
Yeah,
the other
definitely
thing
makes
is,
sense.
very, very important, and Rifat also brought it up. It's not only the content anymore, it's also the authority of the writer who is writing that content. Because as human beings, let's say, let's say I came to you and I start talking about AI and I don't know anything about AI. Like, I just started learning about ChatGPT. You will say, oh, this guy knows a little bit, but I don't know, maybe he's not very knowledgeable. I'll just do whatever I feel like doing, right? But when I tell you, I've been working with AI for 20 years, I have 4 patents. Now I have authority. So now hopefully you will put a little bit more weight on what I am saying. Make sense? So Google is the same way. If you have your unique experience and you have more authority, it will give you more ranking. So in my humble opinion, I'm not from SEO industry, but in my humble opinion, SEO industry and influencer industry is going to start merging, because you cannot have SEO without authority. So I think even in Facebook group, somebody asked me that how can we handle clients' expectation because they don't see results for 2-3 months. So my suggestion is start giving them a little bit of influencer or personal branding service, because they should start seeing some results within 2 to 3 weeks on their personal branding side, which will also help your SEO results. Make sense?
Yeah. So Manuj, if we could address some of the questions, because I see like a lot of questions here. So
Yeah. Can you share a few example of open source platforms? The biggest and best one is Facebook Llama, but there are many coming out. NVIDIA also released one of their platform. This space is going to be very crowded, so keep an eye, but focus on the big companies. Big companies are going to release many platforms. I just wanted to clarify, adding those custom personal document doesn't involve retraining GPT. Consider fine tuning. Yeah, fine tuning and contextual. Yeah. So fine tuning is exactly what it is. And once you know how to fine tune it in a very detailed manner, that you will succeed much better and faster than others. If AI cannot humanize content, can it still detect AI generated content? I think I answered it, but if not, just let me know. I'll ask another question, but I think I answered it. When I'm uploading my previous content and write ups to GPT, should I include all types of writing I have worked on? Performed well on SERP. I will say performed well on SERP, that one, plus your personal experiences. Don't forget that, because if you don't add your personality, you are still just using GPT for vanilla stuff. Okay,
yeah,
your personality needs to
I
come out.
so I have a question here, like a more on a compliance part. So how does the licensing work on AI? Like, for example, I have a writer who is writing for me for 5 years, right? So if I take all of the content he wrote and put it on my GPT, so basically the GPT is kind of trained to write like my writer, right? Which is his own
Mhm,
style. So if I do
mhm.
that, how would the licensing work? Like, is there any
Okay.
restrictions or anything?
See, okay, so when you publish something on the internet, it's public knowledge. So let's say even if you that writer is not employed by your company, you can find all the articles from that okay, I can go to my GPT and I can say, okay, talk to me like Elon Musk. Elon Musk is not employed by me, but I can AI can replicate his knowledge. You
So
understand?
great. So like there now there's a question. So like if I like I'm giving my articles, I'm giving my personal, and also if I pick, let's say 100 best performing content on that particular niche from internet and also feed that to ChatGPT, do you think it will do much better?
Yeah. Let me show you a good example of it. Okay. So I'm a terrible copywriter. I'm not a good copywriter. So what I did was I created a GPT that has knowledge from other copywriters. Okay. So I uploaded a bunch of documents that teaches this GPT how to be a copywriter. And now this copywriter is much better than what I can write on my own, even better than my Manoj's mind. So I use Manoj's mind to do like brainstorming, come up with ideas. And when I need to write copy, then I use copywriter. Make sense?
Yeah, it does. So that's like a great shortcut, like without any license. So I could just like kind of go out and like have 100 of the best performing contents, put it there,
Yeah.
my personality,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. You
and
can just say, hey, I like these people, these writers. Just create a GPT. So another example is like, let's say in your business, I always use this example. We always need advice. We always need help. You guys are here to get help, right? So think about creating a GPT and say, hey, I want a board of advisors. And on that board of advisor, I need Elon Musk and Bill Gates and Warren Buffett and all these people. And they will advise me on my business. And you can do that,
wow, I
right?
actually haven't thought about it. Like, so do you think they would actually suggest like, that
Yeah.
level?
Yeah. Let me show you. Let me show you. So see, like this is a very good example. Like I am a, I like Krishna, So I created this GPT because Krishna's knowledge is in a book called Bhagavad Gita, right? So even though I'm not religious, but I really admire what Bhagavad Gita is giving me. So what I say is, hey, you will advise me on my problems using Bhagavad Gita, and the way I use it is, let me just quickly show you. Today is October 27th, 2024. Okay, so then it will ask me, okay, what problem do you have? Okay, so I will say, I do not know how to ask my kids to clean their room, something like that. Okay, so you see, it will bring a verse from Krishna in his book and advise me on how to handle this situation. So similarly, you can say, hey, I need business advice on from these people and all of that, right? So AI is very flexible in that manner.
And
Okay, so when I am uploading, yeah, go ahead.
no, please, sure, like
So
answer.
what is the best blueprint for adding unique aspects to content, which is very common topic? And he suggests storytelling. Okay, storytelling. The best blueprint is learn storytelling. Once you start telling stories, that is your personal experience, your emotions. Nobody else can match that. Okay, so storytelling is a deep topic, but learn that. Sometimes human content also showing AI content in some tools. Is there any problem with it to rank? See, imagine I told you earlier, these are the two ends of the spectrum. On one end, everything is automated. On one end, everything is human made. So you have to decide on this spectrum how much you want automated, how much you want human, right? So think about, do you want to be Rolls Royce? Then you need to be more human. Do you want to be Toyota? Then you want to be more automated, right? But even in Toyota factory, you need humans. They cannot just have fully automated factories, right? Make sense? Okay, so I have seen AI generating, compiling better content than human writes. AI can write and do good formatting, but there are some indicators. Human will say website, AI will say internet site. Not really. This is all your personal vocabulary, personal opinions. Uh, when we say, better is just very subjective. It may be better for you, but somebody else reads it, it may not be better for them, right? So the idea is, again, just like you said better, why did you say better? Because it connected with you somehow. it resonated with you. And somebody wrote that content using AI that resonated with you. So my point is, take the AI, make it your replica, your humanity, and then produce the content. Then it will start to connect better with other people. What do you think on search generative experience, particularly? Okay, so we already answered that one. If we want to write on different niche, do we need to create custom GPT for every niche? I will say yes. I will say, see, in my opinion, SEO industry serves many clients. So let's say you have 5 clients. My recommendation will be create 5 GPTs for different clients so that you can maintain their personality. You can interview them first, and then you can take that interview and upload it into GPT for them. Now it will start to take on their personality, because each client's product is different, their customer avatar is different. So in my opinion, maintaining different custom GPTs will be good for your business, and it doesn't cost anything, right? How can I train the custom AI that should have the information gain element? Only info about me is enough, or need to play with the prompts as well? The information gain, see, information is commoditized now. Okay, I'll give you an example, because I look at long-term trends. So I was in university like 1995. If I had to buy one book, I had to spend $50 to buy one book in those days, and there was only one topic in that book. There was no YouTube, no Google, no nothing, right? Now there is YouTube on video on everything. Like I can go and find every commodity. So information is free, but now there is so much information that people who can synthesize the information and make it relevant to me, those are valuable. Google is a multi-trillion-dollar company, and all they do, they don't sell any product, by the way. No product, like everything is free. But all they do is synthesize all this information. So creating more and more information is not going to help, but synthesizing in a way that carries your footprint, your fingerprint, and sharing your experience. And there is a term called edutainment. You educate and entertain. Educate and entertain. When you start doing that, people start to connect with you. Make sense? EEAT matters. I don't know what that term is, but that's good. So should we use AI along with our experience and knowledge as input to create unique and helpful?
It is basically, Manuj, like it's a term of SEO. It's like expertise, authority, and trustworthiness. So like basically
Yeah, okay.
nowadays,
Awesome.
and there is another thing, YMYL. Like, so if a website is like related to your money or your life, so Google
Yeah.
looks for like an even higher expertise. Like, so it's like a metric for them to judge if you are like a good trusted website or not. Like,
Yeah. No,
if you just write
these are
about,
great.
okay, this is what you do when you have a cancer, and then Google
Yeah.
will look like, are you a certified guy to talk about cancer or not?
Yeah, exactly.
Because you're not the expert.
Yeah, absolutely. So should we use AI along with our experience and knowledge as input to create unique and helpful content? And will this be the future-proof content creation strategy? Yes. Build your authority or your client's authority, write your unique experience, create multiple types of content. Okay. So text-based content, great. Now you can create video with AI. You can create audio with AI. So supplement that. You're writing a blog, create a podcast along with a blog. Maybe even create a custom GPT and say, hey, are you right? You're reading my blog. Here is a portion of my knowledge as well. You can talk to it. So create different kinds of content, because your core kind of objective should be to help your user. Just like Rifat is helping you by bringing me, right? Giving it all away for free. He has this internal urge to help people. So cultivate that urge in you. Hey, how can I help my reader? How can I help my visitor to my website? Because some people like to watch videos, some people like to listen to audio, some people like to read. What can I do to solve their problem, right? Cover long tail topics is only solution, and try new intent which is personalized. Yeah, long tail, trust me, long tail becomes the fat tail once you become authority. So if you keep writing about a long tail thing and you are authority on that, slowly you become the authority in the mainstream. Okay. Sometimes human content also showing AI content in some tools. Is there any problem with it? No problem to rank. This is the fear that you guys have, that AI content will not rank human. As long as you make sure there is some element of humanity in it, it will rank. That Google's objective is not to, I mean, the funny thing that people think that companies like Google are against AI. They are built on AI. Their whole existence is on AI. So they cannot be against AI. It's just that use AI in a smart way, right? To get better ranking, we must focus on UI as well. Yeah, user experience, nice looking, graphics. Again, I'm a terrible graphic artist, but now with Mid Journey and all of that, like you can create so many better graphics. Let me show you a couple of. I don't know if you are using these tools, but look at these graphics, right? Like you can create amazing graphics, and these are the things that captivate people. There is another one that is this is a platform which is more like on multiple AI platforms. When you create images, the text is not good, but this one, ideogram.ai, the text is good. So you will start to see many platforms with many specializations. So start using them to
So,
create a better user experience.
question for this part, Manoj. So, do you think real photograph will take higher priority over AI generated photographs, because like a huge portion of traffic comes from Google Image?
Yeah. See, again, it's all about what will attract the person. Now, if the real images can become so immersive that, like, let's say I want to create an image about Mars. I cannot go to Mars and take an image. I have to use AI, right? But if I want to create an image of a rose, then I will compete with the real image versus the AI image. So it's all about how you think about AI as your paintbrush. If you paint a better picture with AI, of course it will rank
Manoj,
because it's for humans.
so there is a lot of question about how do we humanize
Yeah.
AI content. So I was wondering if you could show them, like, one of the prompts that you do to write a humanized
Sure.
content.
Okay, sure. Right. Okay. So here, guys, I will share with you a simple prompt, and I will show you a glimpse of a prompt generator that we use. Okay. This is a custom platform that we use internally. But I'll share with you very simple prompt as well. Okay. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. So so let's say, let's say I'm using this. Okay, so tell me customer avatar, let's say e-commerce store. Rifat, maybe you tell me, what is your customer avatar?
So let's say 8-figure e-commerce store, and they are
Eight
Shopify.
e-commerce store.
Yeah, Shopify into clothing business.
Okay. Running on Shopify.
And let's do semi-luxury clothing.
Selling clothing. Okay. Let's just go with it. You have a goal to increase your revenue and provide the best customer experience to your buyers. Okay. So now so this is basically a way to understand what is happening in the mind of a person. Okay. So this is the first step that we do when we write content. This is how we do it. Even though, guys, we are not a SEO company, so take it with a grain of salt, but this is our process and it works really well. Okay. Store.
Emotion of
Okay,
fear.
so
I see you are putting FOMO.
no, not from. I will explain everything. But let me just create the prompt. Okay. So basically, what happens is when we write content, we need to write and understand what people may be thinking, what is bothering them, what is happening in their mind that they are searching for. So typically we look at keywords. We look at keywords and then we figure out, okay, what questions may be related to that keyword. So this is taking that to the next level by saying, hey, I am talking, I'm
Guys,
talking to,
can you mute your mic? It's like someone's mic is open and
yeah. So here, now I write this prompt and you will see what will happen is it will start to give me really, really relevant questions that are happening in their mind that they want to ask about their own business. How will you keep up if your competition leverages AI? How will you sustain growth? How will you respond? These are how type of questions that are happening. And then, moreover, there are limiting beliefs in their mind. I'm not tech savvy enough. My business is too small. These are the things that are happening in their mind. So when we start collecting this kind of information, we are going inside the mind of our target audience. And now we know, oh, this is what they are thinking. This is what they are talking about, maybe subconsciously. And now when we start to write content based on this, it will start to show much more traction in Google's eyes. So this is a more advanced prompt. I will write it here. You will see it's very similar. Is that making sense, by the way, so far? Because I'm moving fast and I'm showing a lot of things, but
so
I hope it's making.
I have a like small understanding and kind of like also I'm surprised. So you are not using AI to save your time. You are using AI to do it much better than other competition.
Yeah.
Because
Well, it is saving me a lot of time because this research, it would have taken me 100 interviews to get this information,
yeah,
right?
the way you're using AI is like clearly giving you like a very, very good content. So like normally
Correct,
if I
correct.
want to do it manually, it would take like maybe 1 month
Yeah,
to get one
yeah,
content.
yeah. Not only that, because so now I know that this is what people are thinking, these are the questions. Then I go to the next step where I put in the question that they have in their mind. See, these are the questions that they have in their mind. And then I create a content based on those questions. And you see, I also add a little bit of my fingerprint. I like fun, I like family, adventure, curiosity. So I'm adding my personality into it. So you will see now if I create a content. So you see, it is talking like me now. Okay, it is also using a copywriting framework, IDA, and I can use many different types of frameworks. And you see,
Manoj, quick question: is that tool available on the market to buy, or like is it like your own very custom?
so right now we are giving this is internal, but again, if people want it, we can figure out how to make it available because it's so powerful. I want to only give it to people who I can trust with this, right? I don't want it to be like all over the internet and
Yeah, I see.
creating a lot of junk content, but it is quite powerful. So as you can see, it is going to give us now exactly the problem that is happening in their mind, and now personalizing the content, we are now getting into the mind of the person. And by the way, if you notice here, it is also taking into account the keywords to include, meaning these are the questions that are happening in their mind, which are related to the keyword that Google is telling us that people are searching for. Make sense?
So when you are looking into you are linking the customer avatar, you're linking their fear, you're linking their behavior, you're linking their keywords, and you're linking your own personality, and you're also adding your knowledge base. And on top of that,
Yeah.
the AI is looking in online, and all of these they are translating into one content.
Yeah, exactly.
And
So
then
think about like a Michelin star chef. We are adding so many ingredients that the dish cannot be replicated by anybody else. Make
yeah.
sense? Yeah. Specific. Okay, so let's go through more questions. Okay.
Sorry, I have a question. Is
Yeah.
there any prompt generator? Like, can I get any prompt generator, not this, like any other generator in the web, or I can buy or anything like
Many,
that?
many. There are many. See, that's the thing. There are many people pushing library of prompts or prompt generators. There's so much out there, right? Like that's the reason why I want to keep it what I do as a small community, controlled community. But there are many of them. I may be biased, but I will not recommend any of this because what I'm sharing with you, you can do on your own. But if you need help to move fast, then we can figure out how to help you. But don't fall into the trap of taking this $20, $50, here and there. You will go crazy spending money on that.
So GPT Plus is like 25 or $30, and it looks like everything can be done through this.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, exactly. I need to create a specific GPT around that, and I want to work. So I need to create another GPT in according to. Yeah. See, once you understand how to create GPTs, create like think about it. In your business, you do accounting, you do legal work, or you write contracts, you do marketing. So whenever you do certain type of work, your personality changes for that task, right? You say, "Oh, now I'm the boss. I'm going to pay the salaries for my employees. Okay, I need to focus on this, right?" So same thing as GPT. So create custom GPTs for special tasks you are doing in your business, right? One GPT can talk with another. Yeah, exactly. So there is a new beta. Let me show you. There's a new beta feature that I can say I have my GPT and I can say at symbol and I can say Rifat's SEO and I can say optimize this based on Rifat's SEO strategy, something
Damn,
like that, right?
damn, you haven't paid me to do that.
No, it's not even working. It's not even working. It's a beta feature, but you see how these things are going to be connected. How once you understand the whole structure of AI, the whole world of AI, how powerful it starts to become. Basically, I can take anybody's mind. I can take like Rifat's mind. I can combine it with Elon Musk's mind, and I can combine it with Warren Buffett's mind, and I can create a new solution, right?
So, Manoj, I have a scary question to ask. Like, so there are two kind of people, like, one who will adopt AI, another who will not, right? So how does the future looks like for the people who will adopt AI and who will not? Like, let's say like in 5 years
So
happens.
yeah, so imagine if you say I'm not going to adopt internet, okay? I'm not going to adopt electricity. Then okay, good. Maybe you don't want to, but you will not end up in a good place. I can tell you that right now. Okay, so my humble request to you is embrace AI, understand AI. Don't start using it like, just blindly, but really understand what this technology is because your survival depends on it. Everybody's survival depends on it.
That's a bit too bold statement. Like, can you give us some examples like why the survival depends on it?
Let me show you. So this is the CEO of IBM, okay? CEO of IBM, he knows everything about technology and business, right? So it's $150 billion company. He has said that AI is going to add 10 trillion. This is 10,000 billion dollars in revenue number by 2030. That means AI is going to add about 100 trillion in value, enterprise value, because enterprise value is calculated based on multiples of revenue. 100 trillion is going to be added by 2030. And
Guys,
today, the world GDP, meaning what we produce in the whole world combined is 100 trillion. So the whole world's wealth is going to be multiplied. Okay. A
just a minute.
billion dollars.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Guys, I
Yeah.
just want to add one thing. So Manuj and Mr. Arvind is going to launch a podcast soon, right? As I know, like the IBM CEO on the AI. So, and I think
Yeah.
it's free to listen. So I would highly recommend you guys to actually start listening that podcast
This
because
one.
Yeah, Manuj and like the IBM CTO, they
CTO of IBM.
yeah, CTO, they both are going to talk about AI and the future on like a podcast. I think this is like a must listen one for all of you guys, and it's free, so don't miss it
Yeah.
out. Yeah, sorry, back
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah. And then this guy is Sam Altman. He's the CEO of OpenAI who makes ChatGPT. So by 2030, he has said $1 billion company will be run by one person, which is the CEO. Okay. That doesn't mean we won't need humans, but the whole economy is going to shift. Like just like think like Uber. Uber is, the taxi industry is now going backwards and Uber is taking over. It's same way in every other industry is going to start happening, right? And I can show you other stats here. Let me show you more stats. So Elon Musk is saying that companies have to race to build AI or they will be made uncompetitive. So this is Elon Musk. So Elon Musk, I don't know if you know, he has in last 1 month, he has caught a rocket coming from space.
Yeah, with the phone,
Okay.
like
With the fork. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was
And
crazy.
yeah, exactly. SpaceX rocket in fork. So if you haven't watched the video, watch this. Okay.
Lollipop.
Yeah.
Is
So
it done by AI?
yeah, what do you think? Like somebody sitting there and looking at the rocket and saying, "Okay, let's catch it, man." It's not like a kite, right?
Yeah. So best thing about this are the memes. Like the memes are so lit on Facebook. Like like SpaceX is doing this and NASA what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly. So this is all AI, buddy. Everything. There is no way this can be done without AI, right? And then Tesla robo taxi. So they have released now cars with no steering wheel. There is no steering wheel in it. Okay.
Yeah.
So you can
And one thing about this, I think this will disrupt Uber because I was looking into this. Like, so if you are sitting idle at home, you could just like press make money for me, and the car will go
yeah,
out. It will take
exactly.
passengers. It will make money while you are sleeping, and it will get back to your garage. So just
Exactly. That's how the $1 billion
100,000 robo
company
taxi
will be
doing
run. Yeah.
Uber
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Exactly.
use Uber.
So in 10 years, you will say, okay, I have a client, go do SEO for it and make money for the client and make money for me. That's the idea. Make sense? Yeah.
I think Nafi's like you have your hands raised. You could just ask the question.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Bhair. So I have a question for Manuj. So how feasible do you think that applying reinforcement learning on SEO AI agent? And have you done anything, something like that, like building a AI agent specifically for SEO? Because as I can see, you have been done quite a lot on prompt tuning and injecting all this, context between your information and the others. And how you also like reward all these functions, because as you understand, that agent will be working solely like on your task, but end of the day, it will understand the reasoning and the rewardings, how it should be performed, right? So what's your thought on
So
that?
okay, so you guys, most of you guys are young, but I can tell you when the internet started, like in 1995, the websites were very plain vanilla. Like maybe some people remember Yahoo.com. It was just a bunch of links, right? And then slowly people started to figure out how we can use the internet and started to build smarter and smarter applications. So we are at that stage of AI. That is why I'm here to see which industry needs solutions so that we can all work together and say, oh, this is how it will work really well. I don't know SEO, you know SEO, maybe you need help with AI. So the way that 10 trillion 100 trillion will work is not that some guy may name Manuj will sit in his basement and do something. There will be collaboration between multiple people, and then we will create tools which will work for SEO, which will work for beauty industry, which will work for food industry. So this is how this industry will grow, right? So when you Rifat and you people give me ideas, we will create new tools specifically for SEO, and then for some other industry. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, kinda.
Okay. And again, guys, I'm not going anywhere. I'm in the group. So if you have any follow-up, you can always talk to me.
So,
I'll try to
so
answer. Yeah.
I'll bring you back to the topic. So so we wanted to learn about how AI can be integrated into SEO, right? So there are so many parts. I think we have spoke like a lot of details on the content writing part. So I want to know like the other parts, like, so particularly, so one of the biggest thing in SEO is basically coming up with a really good plan, right? Like a really, really good, solid strategy. And I wanted to know how we can use AI to research the market, research the business, or research the niche. I mean, like as a whole, you see, like we do not hire research experts. I think I'm one of the few companies where we hire like research specialists to do a research, but this is not the case with others. So could you show us or tell us how we can use AI to research an industry,
Sure.
like a business, so
Sure.
also do a plan for
Yeah. Okay. So as I said earlier, guys, like there is going to be many different kinds of AI on the market. So you'll have to learn not just ChatGPT or Gemini. You need to know what is good for what purpose. So if you want to do market research, my advice is learn Perplexity. Okay. So let's say I am an SEO expert and I want to launch a new clothing brand in let's say in I don't know, Kenya. Okay. Please give me detailed industry research and analysis to help me with my SEO plan. Okay. So I'm going to ask a very weird question that I want to launch a clothing brand in Kenya. And now it will start to give me research based on that query. And now I can start to use that research to come up with my plan, right? So Perplexity is good for research. Just remember that. And now you can use this and take all this. Let's say I take this, I copy it, and I bring it to, let's say, some SEO GPT on ChatGPT. Then I can combine them and I can say, hey, this is my research. Give me a very good plan. So let's do that. I'm going to just Rifat, I'm not going to use yours
Fine, I was
because
just
you will
kidding.
ask.
You can use.
No, I'm showing people how they can start using it, right? So
Yeah.
I just looked for a SEO and I say, here is an industry report. Please use this to give me a solid SEO plan, right? So now I'm combining the knowledge from two AIs to give me a detailed workflow.
Yeah.
So you see?
Yeah, I also want to add one really good discovery on this. So, Manuj actually helped me to create one of my custom GPTs to train for SEO. Like you can see, so what I actually did, I so my SEO customers always want to know how much money they can make. The expectation is something very critical to manage, right? So what I did, I actually downloaded all the keywords SV from Href, and then I uploaded to the GPT for that industry. And then what I did, I gave the GPT data. Okay, this is my website's conversion rate. This is my average order value. This is all the other data, my abandoned cart rate. I gave all the data from Google Analytics. And then when I uploaded my original SEO plan and I actually asked the GPT to optimize it for money, now the GPT could calculate all the money. It could real time see all the keyword, cross match with the search volume, cross match with the potential money it can make. And then it also gave me which keywords has the most money. And then based on my other inputs, it also gave me how many backlinks I need. And based on my DA, what should be the budget. So I was able to transform my SEO plan from no money to like an exact 1 year forecast of how much money exactly the company can make based on the market's keyword data and his company's financial data. And it was like a whole different angle. And when I gave the, and I can tell you guys, like, just before I started this call, I closed like a $60,000 client on SEO using like this exact formula, like, and this was like amazing. This was like the first time. So normally I was talking with the client for almost a month, but he is not getting in because he doesn't see money and it feels risky. But when I gave him the plan based on like, all the keywords, like all the his conversion rate, all the money, he could clearly see how much money he have to spend, where the money goes and how much money he can make, where are the bottlenecks, and I could just close it, like, and I will send the service agreement after this call.
So yeah, so Rifat, my share for that you need to pay me.
Yeah, and thanks Manoj for helping me with the AI. And guys, let me tell you, I wouldn't able to close that client without the help of this AI, because there is no way I would be able to go and calculate, like, let's say 1,000 industry keywords, all the SV, cross-match everything, do all the plan. It would take like 1 month, but the GPT took like, I think 5 minutes or less than that. So that's a great case, I think, also.
Yeah, absolutely.
So back to you, Manoj.
No, I mean, I think I've shared and answered most of the questions, so I'm happy to answer more. But like, I don't want to keep talking if, I want to see what people want and give them what they want.
So
I
guys,
have one question. Sorry, Rifat, to interrupt you.
sure, go ahead.
Okay, great. Thank you. So, do you have any strategy for building chaining prompts for SEO or like for any other task if you've done something like that?
Did you say training?
No, the chaining prompt. Chaining the prompt.
Chaining the prompt.
Like
Okay,
multiple
so
prompt, like one shot, two shots, and multi-shots prompting.
sure. So if so, again, guys, AI is moving so fast, so you need to keep up. Okay, you need to keep up. So multi-shot prompting. Why is my okay, let me see why. Let me. All right. Something is frozen, but let me see if I can show you. So there is multi-shot prompting is like, like when you have a conversation with AI, sometimes what you need to do is you need to keep refining it, talking back and forth to say, hey, just like we did, like produce a industry report, now optimize a plan. So it's like, talking in multiple sentences, right? Now, if you go to ChatGPT Plus, you will see something called O1 preview. So this is a trained model that does multi-shot prompting to itself. It starts talking to itself and start thinking, hey, what am I doing here? Like, is it right or not? So for example, look at this, right? I am planning to launch a new clothing line in Kenya. Do some industry research and give me a detailed go-to-market plan along with an SEO plan. Okay. So when I hit enter, just watch what is going to happen. Okay. It is not going to return the output right away. It will say thinking. Okay. And now you see it is doing the multi-shot prompting by itself. First, it does this, then it does this, then it does this. And now it comes up with the answer. So you see, AI is becoming so smart, exponentially smart, that they are already thinking about how to automate these things. So eventually, these will become super smart agents where you can just say, hey, this is what I'm planning to do. Can you figure out how to do it and do it for me? Give me the result. Make sense?
Yeah, makes sense. I know about that, but I was asking, how you take the approach to design those multi-prompt, because
Nafis,
you know
let me get in here. So like we have a very general audience, and I know your background. You're like a very like well versed on AI. So those will be very irrelevant for all the other people. They might get bored. But the best thing I could do, I could like help you put in touch with Manuj, so you guys can probably discuss, because what I can understand, you are asking about process of like your SaaS development, right? Like how do you take it to like a product development, right? So
no, it's a chain prompting. So basically it's a like what the reasons we have this session is all about this prompt engineering, right, bhai? So basically what I'm asking, what's the process to follow to design a better prompt? Like, because all the questions like we have been asking, or all the things we are doing with AI right now, it's all about prompt engineering, right? So I'm just asking all the prompt engineering that Manoj take this, as a strategy or something when it comes to the design of prompt engineering.
Sorry to
So
interrupt. I was thinking the same thing, but Rifat bhai, I saw something in a video that you can ask ChatGPT for a better prompt. Like
yeah.
you have a prompt, you can just ask ChatGPT for the better prompt, then it will optimize it and give you a good example of it. So
yeah.
that's another one. And for the chaining
But
one, I
I have a
think
few here. So like the goal here is to like make the GPT think like you. But if I ask GPT to give me a better prompt, then like the GPT will think like GPT, right? And it becomes less personalized with you.
I understand, but when I get the prompt, then I can optimize it myself so
Yeah.
that ChatGPT can get the full.
So what is your question though? I'm trying to, so obviously, as I said, AI can help you come up with a better prompt as well. And if you use the O1 preview, you can actually ask it to come up with a strategy to prompt the GPT. So what is your question?
Nafiz, I think he's talking to you.
Oh, okay. So my question
No,
was
even
how.
you, yeah, go ahead.
No.
Okay, so
I was answering Nafiz's question because I think he was talking about chaining the prompts. So as you were talking about mentioning other, as in using Rifat Bhai's GPT. So I think that way we can change all the prompt we are trying to use and create our own custom GPT and use it for our business. I think so.
Correct. Yeah, there are many permutations, guys. So what you are asking me is how do you cook your biryani versus my biryani? My biryani is my recipe. Your biryani is going to be your recipe, right? The idea here is to understand the concepts, understand the ingredients, and how you can put it together for yourself. If I start giving you my recipe, you may mess up. And again, what I do is when I create these recipes, I create the prompt generators so that when I give it to my client, it is exactly going to give them the right recipe. You understand?
Also, I can give you like how I do it right now. I also got the question. So I'm a very noob guy. So basically the whole world opened to me like a month ago, and I'm still learning. So what I do, I started to create virtual employees for our company. So we have like a customer success manager, like I named her Yuna, and like she's a Korean because I figured out Koreans has the best tendency to retain the clients. So she knows all about our clients, right? And then I have a SEO bot, like he knows all about SEO, right? So now we have a situation where a client is not like, super happy, is like mid-level, right? So now I can ask Yuna, like, so this is like this client situation, and the Yuna knows all about the client already. It has the emails, like all. So Yuna can give me ideas. Okay, you know what? Do these and these and this, like maybe show these 5 data to the client, and then it will be better. So now I take that input and go to my SEO bot. I give those prompts and give the page link. So the SEO bot gives me like another report, right? Okay. And then I take that back and again go to Yuna. Okay, this is the report. Now write me a report. And once the report is ready, then I again ask Yuna, now write an email to the client. So basically, I don't have like a system to like change the prompts. but I just manually do it. Like, I copy from one place, then give another. But I have multiple bots right now working on different positions. Like I have an affiliate manager, like, so I was testing it. Like I have a manager with 5 years experience, and then I have a bot with 5 minutes experience. And the bot was doing, I'd say 10 times better than my 5 years old manager. So now even I tend to go to the bot because sometimes, like, it does better than me. So different bots for different purpose, and I just like internally, like, take from these, go there. But I don't know if there is a way to automate all of those prompts, like, based on output, giving another like prompt based on output. But I see Manuj, like, prompt generator has like so many, like, conditions.
Yeah. So these are guys, like when we start thinking about AI, like if you ask me, coming from 30 years of experience, I just don't look at AI as one technology. So we combine AI with multiple technologies, automation, robotics, and blockchain, and all of that. So, but the idea is, if there are many no code tools available where you can start to link these things together. Even ChatGPT is allowing people to chain the bots together. So the idea here is, this industry is just starting off. So keep an eye on it, and wherever you need help, this is everybody's business is unique. Everybody's way of doing things is unique. So wherever you need help, you bring it up, and we will be able to share. Hypothetically speaking, anything can be linked with anything else.
I think I will not take a lot of time of you, Manuj, but let's just go through the questions quickly, then we get it done. But then you're still in the group.
Yeah.
But one thing, guys, so I want to communicate one thing. I see so many questions about like the humanized content. So here's a thought. Have you seen like the deep fake videos or like AI generated voice that can mimic a voice? So the idea is very simple. You have to deep fake your mind. So when I want to humanize a content, like I would do, I just have to deep fake my mind. So my mind, that AI would like write the content for me, and it would sound like I did it. I humanized it, right? And there is no way it will be similar like other contents because there is no other Rifat.
Correct.
Am,
Exactly.
am
But
I right?
again, do edit it after AI generates it. Okay. Don't just copy paste and say, okay, this is my content. Like, you should still edit it yourself.
There is a question like, as a CRO or funnel builder, how could I make custom GPT for me? So CRO is like, Manoj, conversion rate optimization, and a funnel builder is like basically,
Yeah.
is there any way to
Yeah.
train the bot for funnel building and CRO?
There is a Claude just came up with a new model that can control your PC and do tasks. So you can probably train it to create websites and create funnels. I think there is nothing like I can say that, oh yeah, this will give you a complete funnel, but maybe in 12 months time there will be something definitely on the market. Or maybe that's a good idea to start your own product, to say, hey, this is an AI to create funnels.
Yeah, great idea. By the way,
Yeah.
what is the name of the software you said that can do work like
Claude.
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 Claude,
Anthropic.
it's
Anthropic is the
very good.
company. Yeah.
Claude.
Yeah.
wow.
That day I just tried for Search Console entropy, and Claude gave me a total Python code and how to implement it and how to integrate it.
So
Yeah.
Manoj,
Claude is good. Yeah.
so I have one
Go
more
ahead.
question. So like, is AI is all about just ChatGPT, or there are more to it?
No, you see, just like I use the example, if you want to buy a car, you can buy Toyota, Honda, the Suzuki, whatever. They all have the same features, right? Like they have steering wheel, four wheels, but we have few different features in each of the car. And that's why we say, oh, my favorite car is Nissan, my favorite car is BMW. It's same way. There's going to be many, many, many AIs floating around, and you will need to know what your business is about, and use the right platform. and in many cases, create your own AI. So in 2-3 years, this whole world, every business is going to have many AI agents doing the work based on different AI models.
I also see like some of the questions are similar, how to train the bot, how to train the bot. So I was wondering, Manoj, if you have any like guide or anything on how actually someone can like, someone without like a programming background can actually start to train their own bot or GPT.
So yeah, we can. I mean, a little bit of I have shown you. I can send you some free videos, but if you really want to immerse yourself into what we do, I mean, Rifat, we are doing that. Like, we train that some high level C-suite executives on all this. So we can discuss how we can share all that knowledge and give you step by step instructions. But at the basic level, I can send you some free videos. There are so many videos on how to create bots. But if you want to go deeper into it, like, we have specific ways to work together. So based on Rifat, however you want to
So
do it, I will follow your lead.
So,
Yeah.
uh, so uh, when I registered like this for this huddle, like I had a question like, if you want to go for advanced, like, boot camp on AI, I saw like 85 to 90% people actually said yes, right? So, Manoj, I was wondering if I can have enough members, let's say like 50 or 100 people who is interested, like, would you be open to take one or two class or maybe three class as a boot camp to like, kind of guide them through from zero to then end of the class, they have their very own fully trained bot who can like,
Yeah, absolutely. See, my mission right now is to empower good people with AI. So absolutely, we are doing that as well. So for this group, what we will do is if people are interested, we'll come up with some specific way that will help them in SEO.
So guys, like quick question, like, do you guys want me to organize a boot camp where I would request Manoj to like, take maybe two or three class and like, instead of discussion, go through like a real process?
Would
Yes,
love
yes,
that.
right, definitely. That would be
Yeah, so
great
let's.
for
I
me.
was wondering if we do like three classes, like class one would be like, gathering all the data in a structured way. Class two would be like, training your own bot, feeding all the data. And then class three would be probably like, like fine tuning it, like getting prompts. So end of like 3 days, everyone have your own like, trained bot that can like maybe save your hundreds of hour. Wow. I see a lot of
Great,
interested
great
people.
initiative. I would request to add one more day to review all of our boards that we can see each of our boards together and get feedbacks on that.
And also, Manuj, I have a goal, like, if you allow, of course, I want to create a separate group for GPTs, right? So where I saw the power, one GPT can talk another GPT. So like, if I create a closed group where everyone have the trained bot, like, let's say like, we have Samdani Bhai, like, his bot is knows all about WordPress plugin. I know about affiliate. There is other guy, like, for example, Polish, he knows IT. So if we could create like a closed community where like we have 100 bots and all can talk with everyone, kind of like share knowledge, I think it will be like, mind blowing, a very powerful
Yeah,
community.
absolutely. I think these are the beginning stages when companies like Facebook were formed or Microsoft was formed. This is how it happens, right? Like people come up with idea and then they come together and they say, "Oh my God, like this is a big
Uh,
opportunity. Let's do it."
I know you are very, very busy. Like, I don't even want to know how much, like, your time is like, I don't know, like, if you even have the time, but I would like want to ask you. So if I can create a separate group with you only for GPTs and like make it close, of course, so and then help everyone to create their own bot and later on create an ecosystem to connect all the knowledgeable bots together so everyone can access everyone like as a part of like the community. I think it will be great, like,
Yeah, so see, Rifat, I've known you for 6 years. I know you do a lot of good work for people. I'm making myself available for you and your community. If there was somebody else, then I will say, let me think about it. But I know you, and so that's why whatever you say, then I'll say, okay, you will do the right thing and you will bring the right people, and let's do it.
And Manoj, like to be honest, like I will also not ask for free. Like I know your time is worth. So like I will talk with my community later on, and whoever interested for a boot camp, I could go for it. Maybe have a little bit of fee so we can like filter out the like bad people, only good ones, and then
Yeah, yeah.
create like a separate group and then connect all the like custom bots together. So I can't even think how it will be like like when we can access 100 of our IT people, like one bot is talking with another, like getting all the answers and like
Yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I mean,
guys,
guys, like,
show some support on the comment, like if you guys want it. Let Manoj see. Yeah, see, they are excited. Let's do it. I mean, like I'm personally very, 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 very excited because and it will be like a great community. I will open up my mind. They can access my mind for SEO, for affiliate, for content, for sales. I also want to have like access to other GPTs. Like let's say we have people who
absolutely,
have 15
absolutely,
years of experience in copywriting, customer success management. There'll be so many. Like so, instead of like
absolutely,
talking someone, my bot
absolutely.
will knock his bot, and they will get the job done.
Well, yeah, I mean, like the whole industry, SEO industry is going to change, and it will be really good for everyone here to be on the forefront. Like this is cutting edge stuff, right? This is very, very it's like most people cannot build a community like this. Most people cannot find experts like this. So I think it will be really great for sure.
Yeah, I think it will be great. Like so, I'll not take any more of your time. I will just like want to end this call with one last question. So, what is the future of SEO guys without AI? Will they go out of business? What do you think?
It's a question for me.
Yes, it's a question for you. What is the future
Okay,
of SEO guys?
the
Like,
future of humanity, forget about SEO. Future of humanity depends on AI. Seriously, I'm not kidding you. If you don't use AI, your next generation and next generation is not going to be happy. But if you use AI, you are setting up your next generation. Like my kids are 15 years and 12 years. I'm asking them to do AI courses now, and they are thinking about, oh, how I'm going to do in university. I said, most likely you will not even have university by the time you get to university, because there's no need for university.
wow. Okay. So,
Yeah.
thank you, Manoj, for getting the time. So, guys, I'm closing the call. Is there any other question? Anyone? Or I will just like close the call. And after the call, like we have this recording, I will send the recording to the ones like who registered. Also, we'll share in the group. So, thank you, Manoj. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thanks.
everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take
Thank
care,
you,
everyone.
Yeah. And
Thank
guys,
you.
follow Manoj on
Thank you,
LinkedIn.
Manuj.
Sure, sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.